Hey guys, my name's Brittany, and for the past 4 years, myself, Ryan, and our dog Jackson have been sailing around the world on our 2008 Beneteau Oceanus 46. And since buying Sunday in Malta 4 years ago, we've done a ton of upgrades on her to make her blue water ready and self-sufficient. And we've actually had so many questions from you guys about our boat, not realizing that we really haven't shown her off that well.
So today I decided it's time for a long overdue boat tour. Alright, so let's give you a few facts about our beautiful Sunday. Sunday is a 2008 Beneteau Oceanus 46, coming in at approximately 14 meters in length and a beam of 4.2, drawing 2 meters in depth. She's got 660 watts of solar that powers our 400 amp hour lithium battery bank. We always get asked about our satellite TV dome, which came with the boat and we've actually never used, but it also holds our radar. Our radar sits on a self-leveling mount, which keeps it stable as we sail. And we recently installed a Scanstra engine hoist after 4 years of Ryan breaking his back lifting our outboard by hand.
A bit exhausted.
This thing.
Not quite the 6 horsepower to lift up anymore, is it?
I hit the gym. Yeah.
You keep lifting that, you won't have to hit the gym.
I was meant to install a Scanstra tower, a little engine lift today, and I didn't have time. Definitely doing it tomorrow when it's a bit PPI. I think I hurt my wrist because I got to lift it up above my shoulders to get it over and on. Oh, that sucks. Good thing you can get on camera. I mean,
Alright, now let's talk dinghies. Our dinghy, which we affectionately named Monday, is a Zodiac 3.1 meter yacht line. She's over 15 years old and still holding strong despite her many patches. And with her newly upgraded 18 horsepower 2-stroke motor, which we purchased secondhand, she absolutely flies. We also have a 1000 watt electric windlass, which controls our 30 kilo anchor and all 85 meters of our 10 mil chain. Sunday also has in-mast furling, and in preparation for the Atlantic crossing, we installed our whisker pole for sailing downwind. After 2.5 years of sailing the Squirrel around the Mediterranean, we decided it was time to cross an ocean with her. So in January 2022, we set out to the Atlantic Ocean and took 16 days from the Cape Verde Islands to make our way across to Martinique. Sunday took such good care of us, and we actually had the most amazing passage and couldn't have asked for a better boat.
Alright guys, now welcome to our cockpit. This area is so spacious and we get so many compliments on it when people come to visit.
Now, our Bimini's framework actually spans the entire width of this boat, which makes this space feel that much wider.
We also have these super thick cockpit cushions that make passage super comfortable, and they're made of Sunbrella, so they're gonna last us a really long time. On top of that, we have a huge outdoor table,
Perfect for entertaining.
which clicks up on both sides. So to add to the ambiance out here, we also have an under table light as well as an underwater light, and I'll show you that one in a sec.
Our cockpit and underwater lights makes it so much easier for us in the dark. But prepare yourself for some interesting sea life that can be a little bit intimidating when you first see them. Another of our favorite additions to our cockpit is our charcoal barbecue, which we snagged when a fellow cruiser was giving it away. Here in the tropics, it's nice to have the option to cook outside, and we've had so many incredible meals here. Alright, now while I've got you guys back here, let's take a quick look at our davit system. Our electric Simpson davits are capable of lifting up to 175 kilos with just the touch of a button. Now, when it comes to storage, Sunday's definitely not lacking, with 2 aft lazarettes on the port and starboard, which hold our own 5.5 kilowatt generator, our water maker, and still has enough space to hold almost everything else we own. And as if that wasn't enough, we also have a full-size locker 5 feet deep on our port side, which is currently holding all of our dive gear, as well as our portable washing machine and a ton of other stuff.
So as you guys can see, this cockpit is spacious, it's very secure, and we feel really safe when we're sailing in it. In terms of sailing, all of our lines run back into the cockpit, so it's really easy to manage. And on top of that, we actually have 2 electric winches, which is pretty nice.
Alright guys, so now I've taken you through some of the highlights of our cockpit area, like our davits, our table, as well as our lazarettes and lockers. Let's take a walk downstairs and have a look around. So when we first saw this boat online, we absolutely fell in love with the layout. The kitchen felt more like something you'd see in an apartment, and the seating arrangement was so much better than a lot of the layouts we had seen up until then. One of the things we hear yachties complain about the most is just the lack of storage on board. Luckily, Sunday's pretty well equipped to hold everything that we need. So under these cushions lives our air conditioning unit, followed by a little storage nook. Here's where we store all of our excess cleaning supplies and things that we've stocked up on. Behind this cushion actually holds some of our juices we've stocked up on, as well as some ducting for that air conditioning vent. Here's where our hot water heater lives. And last but not least, this is essentially our dry goods pantry. And here's our little wine cellar. Then if you head across, here we also have 2 small storage nooks. There's a little long life milk for you. And under here is what Ryan likes to call his man cave, which just holds all of his tools and different spare parts and so on and so forth. Now when you walk into our galley, one of the first things you'll notice is our gimbaled gas oven and cooktop, which served us well over the past 3 years, but has since been retired after we upgraded our battery system to lithium and can run everything off electric. We now cook everything off our induction cooktop, and anything that we would normally bake in the oven now goes in the air fryer. As well as our cooktop, we also have a microwave and tons of pantry space with push locking doors. Now when it comes to fridges, we actually have 2 on board. This one's our deep top loading fridge that goes all the way to the ground and also has a small freezer which fits quite a bit. And then over here we have our front loading fridge, which as well can hold quite a bit.
And those little freezers actually did wonders for us crossing the Atlantic. We managed to provision a whole month's worth of pre-cooked meals in those freezers. So while we were crossing the Atlantic, all we had to do was reheat them.
Oh, mama.
So when you look at this kitchen, it's actually bigger than mine and Ryan's first apartment.
All in all, we absolutely love the interior of our boat.
We also work as we sail, so what's really awesome about having such a nice big open nav station, we also have a really good storage area to keep all of our laptops and electronics and hard drives, so we don't have to worry about it while we're underway and have everything start crashing around. We've got a really good safe spot. Keep it all under wraps.
Aside from being a workstation, this is also where we control everything and where we monitor all the functions of the boat.
So when you first come down into our boat, it is amazing how many compliments we get on the space, how light it is. We have these beautiful windows.
Now let's talk about these windows for a sec, because as beautiful as they are, they do let in a ton of heat. Luckily, all the windows on board come with some really good pull across shades. And any opening top-facing windows also come with bug screens, which is a lifesaver. Alright, so now I've taken you through the galley, the saloon, all of our storage, as well as our nav station. Let's head into the cabins. As we walk into the aft cabin, you'll see that the space is huge in here, with a lot more storage for all of our personal belongings, as well as a lot of windows to let in all that beautiful light. Now, one of the other things we really wanted when looking for a boat was a bathroom with a proper shower. So we were super excited when we saw the layout of this one. Now in reality, this is the day head, but it also has access to our cabin, which makes it also our ensuite. One thing that kept coming up that made us realize we were really overdue for a boat tour was how many people were surprised to find out that we only had 2 cabins. You'll see that we actually have a really nice spacious V-berth, which is actually home to our electric bikes at the moment. Both cabins have really great closet space, so I have my clothes in our back cabin and Ryan gets his clothes in the front. Both cabins have air conditioning ducts that allow cool air to come through when we have it turned on. And the best part is this cabin has its very own ensuite with separate shower. So when guests come on board, they have their very own space that they don't have to share with anybody else. When we first bought Sunday, she was already equipped with an extremely reliable, low hours, 75 horsepower Yanmar engine, as well as bow thrusters, a 3-blade folding prop, and to make her even more safe, we also added AIS, a 4-person offshore life raft, so we could continue our journey knowing we were in safe hands. Now, if you want to learn more about our different upgrades, check out our DIY playlist where Ryan goes into full detail of all of our electrical upgrades, as well as building our own water maker, replacing our through hulls, and so much more. This boat has sailed us to some of the most incredible places in the world, and sailed us halfway across the world, never skipping a beat. And we thank her every single day for keeping us safe out here on the ocean. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the boat tour this week. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and follow along our journey. And a special shout out to all of our patrons. If it wasn't for you over the past 4 years, we would have never gotten this far, and we're so thankful to have such a great community behind us.